Kia ora and welcome to the Good News About PTSD, utilising the subconscious bodyguards modality. If you've done your pre-course reading, you'll know my entire story. You'll have an introduction to the characters. But because this is quite scary, a lot of this content, and I know that there'll be people on this course right now that are still dealing with it, you'll see that the background of where we are now is not in the lion's den. I wanted to go somewhere smaller and lock myself away for a few days to record this course. And this particular weekend is the 14-year anniversary of when one of my best mates, Daryl Dipthery, was killed. And 14 years ago, that's what set me off as a werewolf. That's what started the entire journey and that of the book. So generally around this time, I go and lock down somewhere, either to reflect or reset or be grateful, and just to sort of rebalance everything I'm doing. So this weekend was the perfect weekend to record this course. We find that when we're going through stuff in life, we make our world smaller. We like to go into a room, or I like to say going into the cave, because when your world is smaller, it's easier to control, safer, right? So I'm just down here at a motel. I did bring the lion down from the lion's den just for a bit of moral support, but I really wanted this just to be a conversation between you and I. And this could be someone suffering, this could be someone supporting someone that's suffering, or you're just looking for some answers. So it is the world's first good news book about PTSD. It's clinically endorsed. We've done other big things around the world, but this particular course, we're just going to have a conversation. I'm going to share how I got through and out the other side of trauma and give you the ability to do the same. Before we can do that, we need to start with a decision. You need to make a decision that it is possible for you to get where you are now to where you want to go. But that's not going to happen unless you've got a desire to do it. I didn't do anything about my issues until crisis came. Alright? I would hope that if given the choice again, you could work off desire as opposed to crisis. So first and foremost, I got through and out the other side of trauma. Lots of other people I know have as well. This is how I did it that I'm going to share with you. So there's two types of trauma that we normally deal with. Trauma that's just a one-off, boom, just this big huge overload of energy. It could be a death, it could be a rape, it could be in combat, you could have got blown up, but something that's just come in a big grenade of energy that's just hit you and has knocked you for a six. Or you've been subjected to traumatic situations throughout your life or throughout your career, hasn't manifested, but something has happened that's triggered all the rest off. Or you could be one of those two and you still have control of yourself. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSI, post-traumatic stress injury, or post-traumatic stress, is when you lose control, when you lose conscious control of your thoughts, feelings, or behavior. And then if it's not consciously thinking about what you're doing, not consciously being in control, then your subconscious will take over, which is why I created the subconscious bodyguards. And that's the good news, because no matter how bad your signs and symptoms are, actually the worse your signs and symptoms are, the more powerful your subconscious bodyguards are, and more powerful your survival mechanisms are. Your desire to survive is really, really high. Okay, it might be manifesting as a negative for now, but when you understand which subconscious bodyguard is controlling this, and you retrain that subconscious bodyguard, you get through and out the other side. So that's what this course is, and I'm going to lead you through it, and that's why there's a difference in the background. You and I, just going to sit here on the couch, have a chat. I'll share my side of things and give you some exercises that you can do the same, because this is about you. This is about me meeting you in the middle. You will see this scribble pad a lot, and I'll make sure that the pages that I'm speaking from you can download as we go through each of those modules. If you haven't already, go back and read The Good News About PTSD, the ebook, so you know my story. It's about as dark and as scary as it gets for me. And from there, I pulled it all the way back from there into the VIP of mental health, all the way back to making peace with the mirror, to now founding the Lion Academy, empowering people around the world. I only say that because you have to see that there's a full path out. And once you're out, there's still some amazing things you can do in your life. But right now, let's get you through whatever you're going through right now. Let's have a desire to do this. Let's make a decision to do it. Let's just start heading in a positive direction to start with. I'll talk to you in a moment.